Well, if you regularly check my channel early in the morning Eastern time, you may have saw a video go up today and then go down. So I had a portion of my viewers watch the video and then start commenting on the video as usual, but then I had to pull it down because, well, I was wrong. The key number that the video was about, I figured it wrong. I used Atlas Earth calculator, and as usual, I did it 3 times to verify it. And even whenever I put the video up, I did it a 4th time. And the number, although I didn't quite believe it because it was kind of low, um, yeah, it was wrong. And thanks go out to some of the viewers that called me on it. I had it was wrong enough that I pulled down the video because one of the things that I try to do with this channel is not put out false information purposefully. I try not to lie to people, and I let everybody know that math is not my strong suit, and I usually don't focus on the numbers. But this video is in direct answer to a viewer question on another video. So anyway, I took the video down and some people were commenting, hey, where to go and things like this. So I felt that I need to go ahead and redo it with the new numbers. So if you're still interested in the topic, which is why should I go past the first tier if I can just make all my parcels in the first tier legendary? Why shouldn't I just do that instead of standard progress of accumulating land in Atlas Earth? If you're interested in that, please stand by. Okay, welcome back, all you Atlas Earthlings. Once again, as always, this is Bronze Dragon saying thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the time you spend with me. Please leave a like on the video if you like this kind of content, and please add a subscription if you want to keep watching this. So with that said, and with the explanation of what happened today out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the main topic. Okay, here we are in the comment section of one of my videos from a few days ago, and I had a bunch of comments on it, so I appreciate everybody who leaves comments on the videos because that shows the YouTube algorithm that there's interaction with the videos and it pushes it out to more people. So I appreciate that as always. So a viewer, and I hope I get it right this time because I got it wrong in the last video, Snyder TV, which I think is correct, asks, I always end up missing your live stream. I know people always ask you why not just stay on 150 parcels or 150 parcels, or if you are outside of the United States, whatever the top of your first tier is. This is going to be the same question or argument across the field. It's just your number may vary. If you're not in the United States, it's not going to be 150. It's going to be 70 or something else like that. But same question, right? So why not stay at the top of your first tier? Where you have your biggest boost, okay? And here in the States, that's 30 times. Outside the States, it's going to be 20x or whatever. So the question is, why not stay at the top of your first tier where you have the biggest boost you ever will have? And they go on to say, I completely understand the whole SRB, but what are your thoughts of my current strategy, which is to stay at 150 parcels, but upgrade all 150 to legendary parcels? And they know this is going to be a tough mission, but why isn't that a good idea? So, you know, right off the top of my head, I thought, well, that would be a bunch of waste of Atlas bucks. But I figured, well, why not dive in and take a look at the numbers? So let's take a look at the reworked numbers this time. And this time I'm going to show you on the Atlas Earth calculator, as well as I have a wrap-up slide to go through. Okay, so let's run through the numbers first, and then we'll take a look at the Atlas Earth calculator. So the question on hand is 150 legendary upgrades, basically upgrading all 150 parcels to legendary versus your standard land drop. Okay, and right up front, I want to say I'm not figuring in the legendary parcel upgrades that would be acquired if you're doing the challenge ladder subscription. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, we know that the cost for a legendary upgrade is 2,500 Atlas bucks. Now, if we take 150 minus 7.5 parcels, which is 5%, which is the standard legendary drop, which would be your standard drop of what you would already get legendary, so you wouldn't have to upgrade them. So this comes out to 142.5, and I know you can't upgrade 0.5, but I wanted to keep it in there just to kind of keep the math accurate. And what that works out to is 142.5 times 2,500 Atlas bucks equals 356,250 Atlas bucks, or in the neighborhood of 12,500 US dollars worth, okay, if you were to buy them outright and not take the time to earn them. Okay, now, if you took that many Atlas bucks and just bought parcels with them, you could get 3,562 parcels worth, okay? Now, let's go ahead and look at the numbers for the legendary parcels. And I figured that if you were going to go to this extent, you would also get your 101 badges to accumulate your 25% across the board boost. Plus, you'd be boosting for 24 hours just to keep everything straight, right? Now, how that works out to is $2.26 a day USD. Or about $827.61 USD per year. Now, going the other route and doing your standard land acquisition with standard drop rates, accumulating 3,562 parcels, you would get $3.78 per day, or about $1,382 US dollars and 56 cents per year. Okay, so we're over here on Atlas Earth Calculator, and these are the numbers I just went over as far as standard land distribution. You're looking at, this is about as close as I could get it, 1,781 commons, 1,068 rares, 534 epics, and 179 legendaries. And this is what you're looking at, $3.78 per day, or $1,382.56 per year, once again in USD. And we are over here using the 150 legendary. And while I was messing with this calculator, I figured out what happened. And this is what happened whenever I was changing the numbers. Let's just put a random number in here. And then I deleted it. That left this with a null modifier here in this. And even though it has 150 legendary, everything's still at 0. And it comes to 44 cents per day. So what I did previously was I changed it, and I was looking at the numbers and just going by these numbers. So let's go ahead and just do a refresh. Just wanted to throw that in there for info, because I'm glad I figured out what happened. So anyway, I just put in 150 legendaries with the same settings: 24-hour a day boost, 101 badges, 30 times calculated ad boost. So we're at 226 or a day, or $827.61 per year. Okay, well, there you go. I'm glad I kind of figured out what I did wrong. Once again, it is on my side, because I shouldn't have used the calculator with null modifiers. I just didn't pay attention. I punched the numbers in, then scrolled down to look at the numbers. My problem. Okay, so with that said, what do you think of this idea? Well, the numbers show that standard land acquisition, the standard way the game was meant to be played, would yield more with that much progress. Now, with that said, would it look pretty cool to have LPUs all in a big block, or whatever form you put them in? Sure, it would look cool, or at very least very interesting. Another situation, I think the prime situation I've thought of in the past, of if is a person that's playing this game and is very limited to travel. In other words, they're limited, they're an invalid, or they just stay at home all the time and don't get out much, okay? And they're limited to the amount of parcels they have around them, then this might be a valid plan, buy what parcels you can around you and upgrade them to legendary. I think it would be a steep hill to climb. It would take quite a while to amass the Atlas bucks to upgrade each parcel. I definitely think that I would get to the top of the tier before I even thought about upgrading, because then you'd have a few legendaries, and then you could work on it that way. Well, once again, thanks for everybody providing feedback so I could pull down that bad information pretty quickly. Once again, don't want to pass around any wrong information if I can help it. Hey, if you're checking out this video and haven't started playing Atlas Earth and you would like to get in and play a mobile game where you do things that you would probably normally do on your phone anyway, like play games and things like that, and make a little bit of money on the side, I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary. In fact, just in a few days, and I'll be doing a video on that. And little bit of a spoiler, I've made more than $275 this year. It's, doing things on my phone like I would normally do. Use my referral code if you want to check it out and start playing yourself in the show notes. Get yourself 200 free Atlas bucks when you hit your 11th parcel in game. I get 100 out of it as well. So thank you. It's a win-win situation. With that, this has been Bronze Dragon. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And hey, I hope to see you in Atlas Earth.